Good morning. How you doing? On my way to work. Gotta travel upstate, drop off a passenger, and then come back. My apologies for eating while Facebook Living, but gotta handle a couple birds with one stone. And D-Wade and his daughter, in quotes, sexuality is a hot topic. First of all, before we even really delve into this video, my question is, why are we publicizing the sexuality? Why is the sexuality of a 12-year-old child being publicized? I think it's highly inappropriate. I think unless you know you date or you're trying to attract, I think that publicizing your sexuality is inappropriate. It's nobody's business unless you're trying to catch somebody, unless you're trying to bag someone. So why they are parading this child around and talking about their sexuality is confusing to me. But that's a whole other video that I'm going to do. I'm inspired to do a few videos. I only got like 15 minutes before I go to work, so I'm going to do this quick one right here. When I was 12, we all remember when we were 12 years old, right? Unless you was in a coma or some shit like that. With the exception of people nowadays that are 12. Well, we all remember when we was 12, right? Actually, from the ages between, I want to say 10 through 12 is a time that, you know, boys and girls, we start to kind of like get more curious. Well, some people's fucking having babies. I'm saying most normal people, we start to get curious about sexuality. We start to learn and understand things. I think I heard that like the concept of gay, just the word, or was called it, or other people calling it, like maybe when I was like 10, but still didn't really understand the concept of it. We was at that age, you know, you're starting to get pubic hair. Some other fellow students probably had a bush. They just matured faster, whatever. Inconsequential, you know. Just painting a picture right now. But by the time I was around 12 years old, I knew of other boys that were regarded as gay. I didn't really know of lesbians because, you know, when you're a young kid, you pretty much only deal with your own sex as far as conversation and stuff like that. Boys are scared to talk to girls. Girls are scared to talk to boys. You know, there were a few exceptions. You know, there was some pregnant 12-year-olds. They were probably getting assaulted by older dudes that were related to them or close to them, whatever. But, you know, you would see some boys that acted more effeminate. I've seen a few of them when I was 12, you know, but nobody talked about it. We just made jokes behind their back, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or we just accepted them. Nobody was really fucking back then, so it wasn't a big issue. Just some boys like to play with Barbies and act feminine and stuff and jump double dutch, and then, you know, other boys was just traditional, playing with G.I. Joes and video games, what have you. But we knew of some boys that were considered gay. Like, yo, this dude definitely gay. We would talk about it, but we never talked to them about it. But one, we never heard of like a transgender boy. And maybe that's something that existed in somebody's mind. In these young kids' minds, they probably thought they were a woman or a girl born inside of a boy's body, but there wasn't a word for it, so they just called themselves gay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, totally. I'll give you that. Some people just think there's something else, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you that. Whether they went through a traumatic experience to confuse them, whether they was born with some type of hormonal imbalance, you know, whether they just like the idea of being a girl more than being a boy. You know, maybe it's a myriad of things. I don't think it's so black and white and so simple that it's one specific thing and one specific reason why people are the sexualities that they are. I think it's a combination of things, right? I've heard of gay boys, and if there was transgender, okay, I'll give you the possibility of having transgender girls, whatever, boys that think they're girls. But at that age, I'm trying to break this down. Like, I've never heard the concept. You said, Joe, were you were an other 12-year-old? You stupid. Hey, Ken, man, you know there's a couple of names. You know there's a specific, like 3 or 4 names we could throw out there. Like, I know you joking or whatever, but you know there's 3 or 4 names you could throw out there that they was definitely flamboyant and gay from like 11 or 12 years old. We know that. That's not the issue, though. You know what I mean? The point, the ground I'm trying to make is that, you know, when we were 12, we seen gay boys, right? So, like D-Wade, D-Wade's son, daughter, Zyra, acting feminine and flamboyant, and this is who I am, and whatever. We get that. We saw that growing up, right? But I'd never seen, like, when I was 12 years old, this discussion never happened. I've never seen, like, I've seen other 12-year-olds that probably was gay that acted like a little different. And you know what? Is it even right to call like an 11-year-old or 12-year-old gay? Maybe they haven't really fully come into themselves of who they are. You know, maybe they're raised by women and they act effeminate, and then once they get at a certain age, once some more testosterone kicks in, maybe they make a different choice as they get older. You understand? Like, I recall being in 7th grade, right? And there was this one kid, it was taller dude. Dude was like mad flamboyant. Like, it was a couple, like 2 of them. Like, we knew for certain that, I was like, yo, years later, these dudes gonna be straight up gay. Like RuPaul, You Better Work was a dope ass song in 1991. So we understood cross-dressing and what the concept was gay. We understood that totally. So in our minds, we was like, yo, this tall motherfucker about to be RuPaul in a few years. Years later, you know, some few years ago, this dude's extremely like masculine. Now, I don't know if he's gay or straight, but he's not like traditionally flamboyant enough like that, but he just seemed straight up masculine. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give a child like a chance to grow before they come to conclusions about what they are sexually, because they still growing. Brain isn't really fully developed. They don't really know what they want to do in life fully. You understand? Like, they can't even really, like my homegirl Nicole Renee said when she was talking about her kids when they was younger. They don't know how to fully wash their ass. Well, I've heard parents in general say that, but that's a common phrase. Little kids don't even know how to wash their ass right, let alone make a decision about life, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So, these motherfuckers be on some bullshit on the highway, 91 North, whack. But anyway, obviously, I've never heard, like when I was 12, I've never heard of 12-year-old boys, we've never had this discussion like, yo, I think I like transsexual girls. Like, what? Yeah, like, it's a boy, but he really think he a girl in his mind. Like, that was something that I never knew. Like, I've always been like, as a youth, I've always had a weird attraction to masculine girls, like tomboys. I've always liked that. That was something that I found attractive or whatever. But I never liked effeminate guys. Like she might have been masculine, but I still knew that she was a girl biologically. And this is just something that I've never seen before. So I'm reading up the stuff on D-Wade because they were saying that, well, the rumor was that he was going to have his son/daughter. I just call it daughter for the sake of the video, for the sake of controversy. But he was saying that they were, the rumor was that he was going to get Zyra to get the gender reassignment, or essentially castration, cutting off the penis, folding it in, whatever, at 12 years old. And then Lil Boosie went off and went, just had his tirade against D-Wade, saying, man, come on, man. Like, I understand you accepting that boy's, decisions in life. He want to be gay, but man, come on, don't cut the boy dick off, man. Come on, man, don't cut the boy dick off, man. D-Wade, he sounded like he's about to cry. Come on, D-Wade, don't cut the boy dick off, man. This ain't good, man. Fuck that shit, man. The boy, what if he get older, he turns 16, and then he fall in love with a woman, but he can't even please her, because you done had his dick cut off. Come on, D-Wade. And I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say, man. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say, but this ain't right, man. Well, I feel Lil Boosie, from where he was coming from, he could have used more tact in that sensitive situation. First of all, why talk about like a 12-year-old's genitals? Like, that shit is suspect. I'm just doing an impression, not talking about his Zyra's genitals or anything like that. This discussion isn't even about that. There's a reason why I'm bringing up Lil Boosie. But the thing is, I feel him on the fact of, you know, boo to any parent that wants their young child to go through any type of sexual surgery before they've even fully gone through puberty. I think like sexual reassignment and surgery and things of that nature, I think that's something that a person should go through when their mind is fully developed, or at least by the time that they're 18, you know, and they pretty much understand the world, and they've had like some type of life experience. It's a lot of traffic on 91 North right now. This is fucking ridiculous, man. But I'm glad I left for work a half an hour early, so it takes me about 15 minutes to get there. But as thick as this traffic is I'm probably going to need the full 30 minutes, man. This is ridiculous. At any rate, Lil Boosie jumped out the window on that. You know, I did some research to see if D-Wade was in fact going to, like, made a statement saying he was going to get gender reassignment surgery to Zyra, and it turns out that was a lie. That was someone just spread a rumor. Yeah, somebody's car has crashed under their bridge, and everybody's watching this motherfucker's car spun around under the fucking bridge. And it's fucking ridiculous. His car just spun, like, totally did a 180. It's not even fucking fucked up. It's like his car just died. I don't know what's going on. Everybody stopping for that one car. But anyway, Lil Boosie jumped out the window on that. We're going to talk about that later when I go to pick up my client or whatever. That's a quick video, you know. But I've never, so basically, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. Let me get back on track. The statement was saying D-Wade was talking on, he was being interviewed, I forget which media site it was or whatever, and he was saying that, you know, once his son came out as being gay a couple of years ago, he wanted to totally accept his son. And I think it's good that a parent should try to support their children and whatever it is that they're trying to do, as long as it's not a harm to themselves, you know, and you want to protect your child. But I'm saying don't promote their sexuality. There's nobody's business what your child's sexuality, what your sexuality is, let alone your child's sexuality, you know. But I think it's good that he's supporting him, and or supporting her and protecting her. I think that's dope. But then, you know, later on, you know, when you got social media and the news and transgenders being promoted and stuff like that, his son is watching this stuff and is like, you know what? I think that's what I really am. I'm transgender. I'm really a girl inside of a boy's body. And so D-Wade was like, okay, I'll accept that. I'll accept that. And D-Wade's son was like, I'm a straight trans girl attracted to boys. That's confusing. I really don't know what that means, because, like, being quote unquote gay is just something that's just taboo. It's negative. So we're not going to call ourselves gay. We're going to say we're a straight transgender. You know, like, instead of just owning the fact that you're gay, like, no, I'm not. It's not that. I'm straight transgender. It's just like the popular word that I'm talking about adults now. Adult men, or gay guys, or trade, or trans women, they call their anus bussy. Boy pussy. Because just, I'm about to fuck the asshole. And I don't mean to get graphic, but that has a negative, a negative connotation. It's dark. So let's be cute with it, and let's say I'm trying to get some bussy. I'm trying to get with this bussy. They're trying to soften it up and make it, they're trying to blur the lines. So when a person is somewhat confused and want to go that route, they don't feel as bad, you know. But anyway, he says he's a straight trans girl. Now, little boys and little girls, 12 or 13 years old, the common thing that they do, they have crushes and they date other little boys, other little girls. But I was a 12-year-old person once. And a lot of you people, were every single human being on earth, if you made it past the age of 12, or if you was in a coma from the age of 10 to the age of 13, every single last one of us was 12 years old at one point. With the exception of these new millennials, or Z children or whatever, people that was born after the year 2000, or late, people that were born 1990, what was it? 2008 and on. Like people who was born then, like 12-year-olds from 2008 and on. It's a whole different world. You have a whole bunch of information that's being thrown out there as far as what sexuality is and stuff like that. So a person that's 9, 10, 11 who has probably the chemical imbalance, who thinks they are a woman on the inside, they can watch something on TV or YouTube that can validate what they think that they are, or what they assume that they are, or what they feel that they are, you know what I'm saying? So they can put words to who they are. So I understand that, but I'm not talking about people that have only been alive within the last 12 years, 12, 13, 14, 15 years. I'm talking about people that's been alive for 25, 30, 40 years. We've never heard of a 12-year-old boy that admitted that he's attracted to trans 12-year-old boys. They just said they was gay. We've never heard that. That's something I've never. It's a complicated thing. I mean, time changes, people change, society change. So maybe this is some new thing that's going on, man. Maybe this is something new. Like some people identify as gay, some people identify as a boy. A boy trapped in a girl's body. Some people identify as a girl trapped in a boy's body. And then some of those individuals, they may identify as a trans woman, but they're still only attracted to women. They see themselves as being a lesbian. I've heard these type of situations. I've heard certain lesbians that were only attracted to one man. They only like chicks, but are only attracted to one man. You know what I'm saying? And while spending the rest of their life with that one particular man, but that's the only man that they're sexually attracted to. But they do whatever they want with as many women as they want. There's a broad range and spectrum of sexuality, man. I've seen all kinds of things. I'm very open-minded. I'm not immature when it comes to these types of things, because I've witnessed all kinds of people. I've had conversations and experiences, and I'm not saying sexual experiences, but just if I've worked with them, if I've done business with them, if I've done shows for them, or whatever. I've been a waiter for like 20, damn near 25. I've been in the service industry for almost 25 years. You understand what I'm saying? So I've seen all types of people in all types of scenarios and all types of situations. So my knowledge and conversation isn't coming from a place of ignorance. My knowledge and conversation, it isn't coming from a place, just from watching reality TV or from rumors or from what I've heard. It's just something I've never heard before, right? So say D Wade's daughter has a little boyfriend by the time she's 13 or 14. Is he gonna be a boy that says he likes trans women, trans girls? With that particular boy, go down with that child's parents. Like, Dad, there's something, something different about me, Dad. I'm gonna do the kid voice. There's something different about me, Dad. I'm gonna sound like Riley from Boondock. Dad, there's something different about me, Dad. I don't want to be a woman. I don't want to be a girl. I enjoy being a boy. But for some strange reason, I'm attracted to boys who identify as girls. Like, that seemed like, that's a complicated come out. It's like not even like a traditional I'm coming out. That's like, man, don't you think that's complex? It's like you're not just gay. You're straight because you like the women, the exterior, that which looks like a woman. But in your mind, you're attracted to the fact that that woman was born a boy. This is something I never heard of before. It's very complex. It's very complicated. It's very convoluted. But I guess it's where the society is heading. It's where it's moving. You know, parents, be supportive of your children. I mean, don't let them make life-altering decisions. Like, you wouldn't let your 11, 12-year-old child get married at that age, even to another 11 or 12-year-old. So why would you let them make a decision as far as the corrective surgery that they're going to be having? I think that's a bit much, but that's just my 2 cents. I got a couple more videos that I want to talk about, a couple of more topics that I want to expound upon. You may have found this boring, but this was something on my heart, and this is something that I wanted to discuss. So I will holler at y'all. Matter of fact, remember, I got a comedy show coming March 14th. mobdayshow.eventbrite.com. That's mobdayshow.eventbrite.com. Give me a few minutes, and then I'm going to be hitting you with another video related to this topic, talking about Lil Boosie jumping out the window on D-Wade. I'll holler at y'all. Peace. Hashtag everybody need more.